got this ready. Let's get another video up front. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome once again, YouTube fans and friends. I am Bank60s, your humble host, to my playing of the Civil War, 1861 to 1865, a journey in alternate history. And honor among fools, as I decided to go with here. Right now, if you like this content, hit the thumbs up button. Smash that, subscribe to my channel, or hit the bell to know when I drop new videos. I think immediately I'll start pumping troops into the Department of Pennsylvania. We gotta protect DC. These rebels really seem to just be coming right down the pike. Right at us. We got a fort to finish here. Carlton's Cav, we came over here and took this damn supply depot. Fuck you. Job done. Still got the Army of the Northwest to deal with. $21,000. Wow, I bet you that's a real pretty stay. Oh, golly. Just take a minute to kind of breathe. Holy crap. Up on the mountaintop. Holy shit. All right. Confederacy extends contracts to 3 years, 3 years, or the war. The CSA prepares for a long war. States struggling to fill quotas, new regiments are formed. Having the men serve for a longer period of time is expected to increase the effectiveness of Confederate armies. However, citizens are not keen to offer their services for such a long period. It is already foreseen that the number of volunteers has reached its limit, and many states are struggling to fill their given recruitment quotas. The question of the state's right to determine the use and leadership of the new units is also an ongoing and fiery debate. Increasing the number of men available for military duty will require tougher measures and more funds. Interesting. So, I guess they're having a hard time also. I don't know. Maybe that's just all made up and window dressing. But it's July 15th now. Yeah. Okay. So 290 guys signed again to stay with the brigade. I think that's what this means. We'll bring him into McDowell's division. So, okay. I think that, yeah, we've got some guys who stuck it out. I didn't know that they would all do that. Okay, so we're going to have an army that's, this will be a pretty powerful army when it's all put together. I mean, respective of what we've faced from the Confederates. What I'm thinking would be fair to do were the circumstances different would be to take the brigades that have all the guys who re-signed and, and have them head home. Send this unit to a furlough in its home state to recuperate and recruit. During this time, the unit will not be available for battles, but it will receive reinforcements faster. So, if I were to do a thing like that, I would do it with the troops in McDowell's division. Richardson, God, it seems like so long ago. I think he got overwhelmed early. Schenck, he fought hard in the woods, but ended up having to fall back. He's only got 450 men anyway. Sherman, he did all right. Rising Star. The troops cheer when he rides past, and the people tell tales of his heroic achievement. He is well noted by the enemy as well. Brigadier General William T. Sherman. Maybe he becomes our next division commander, although no, that's too fast of a promotion for him. 2 battles, and he didn't even do that great. It was Abbott's brigade, I think. And we can't remove him. It was his brigade that was holding on in the woods in the center. I mean, this is a funny thing where the fact that he broke, I think he lost his shit and his guys saw it and the word spread. But those guys were holding their own. Defamed. Having failed the nation or been demoted from command, leaving this officer in command will do more harm than good for the morale of the people. His men will question his abilities, and he is considered a laughingstock in the enemy camps. If conducting heroic deeds, the commander may get rid of this stain. His bad performance should also be forgotten as time goes by, if he does not repeat such mistakes before then. See, I'm willing to give old Abbott another shot. I'm not going to promote him. The Rebs' national morale is down a bit. The morale of my army is not great. Kind of like how I feel about 71 after that last fight. Quite frankly. We got 10 military experience. We got 5 battles won. If we capture Richmond, what will that do? CSA national morale minus 20. Did they, they've lost Culpeper and Fredericksburg. Wow. I think I want to, what I think I want to spend a little time doing right now is choosing some guys in my main army real quick to get some better equipment. Since the guys stick around, yeah, we'll give them some good guns. Schenck was actually, he was actually kind of standing strong there. And so was Brown. He did real well. Let's get him some better guns. Baker and my New Jersey boys. Colonel Henry M. Baker. He will be qualified for commanding higher hierarchy levels, but his experience will be reduced. So I could promote him. Colonel Harvey Brown, although commanders, he will be qualified for commanding higher hierarchy levels, but his experience will be reduced. As a professional soldier, this commander is better prepared for higher command and will retain more of his previous experience than a volunteer officer in a similar situation would. So I could probably promote him. I can't promote Abbott, unfortunately. Richardson, I think he deserves a promotion. Colonel Erasmus Keyes. You know, he did come back. I'll promote him. Call him a brigadier general. Can't really justify promotions for any of Smith's division, if I'm being totally honest about it. And now we have Hampton's division of 11,000 men coming. Those fuckers. No, you don't. No, you don't, buddy. Reb's getting a little creative there. Surprised the Rebs had the resources to try to pull that off with 10,000 men. No, 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 no. Ah, damn it. Stop. I'm fighting a naval battle against their guys. Battle of Hampton Roads. And then they got somebody. 6 ships, 35 guns. We're in decent shape here. The Biloxi Bay Squadron joins in. We've sunk one of theirs. They've got 2 disabled. Theirs are smaller. And Confederate Savannah Squadron, Biloxi Bay Squadron, with you know the rest. And I would suspect we may have gained some notoriety. All right, where is he going now? It appears as though we may have rebels over here landing, which really could be problematic. We really cannot let them land unopposed. Let's see here. McDowell. With 12,000 men, which will leave me with what? 14,000 outside Washington. They'd have me 2-to-1 outside Washington. Army of Delaware. And we are going to hop on board trains. I hope they stop for the night. Of course, Hampton's got us in a situation here. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Got the Army of Delaware on the way, though. Fremont. Now, he's going to march back here to Drummond Town. Here comes the James River Squadron. Okay. I need the Atlantic Squadron. Right now. What do we have here? 6 ships, 28 guns-ish. We should have a victory coming. I was about ready to say that I think one of the divisions under McClellan, Beverly, and I say only one division because that would be something that could threaten whatever is in the valley here, and also help secure whatever we want to do. After McClellan's done with that fort, he can come down here and take Charleston. Who do we want to send? 2nd Division. He's okay. Baker. All right, let's send Mansfield. All right, fine. It's under Doubleday. Even though Mansfield's really the guy. And the Confederates are getting away. Those clever bastards. Okay, finally. The Union calls for volunteers. 12-month contracts. The Congress sanctions further enlistment. States forming new regiments. Call to arms. We'll have more men available. The Union calls for more volunteers to serve. The contracts are for 1 year at a time. The states are given new recruitment quotas, and recruitment offices around the nation are working tirelessly to muster new regiments to be added to Lincoln's armies. The 3 months of service that was required from the initially called 75,000 men has turned out to be too short a time to drill effective fighting soldiers for the Union. Further training in marching, discipline, and basic soldiering was required. As more volunteers are required, the U.S. Congress keeps sanctioning the acts and authorizing additional volunteers to be called to arms. So far, there have been more volunteers ready for service than the states could handle, but it's likely the longer contracts and service required will restrain the fervor in the long run. The Army, under Major General Robert Patterson, will add more troops. The men have had a week to rest. I have to say, furloughing them is not something I feel like doing, but we'll furlough Abbott's men. They'll be unavailable for a month. Suppose we could add a new division. Under Brigadier General William W. Morris. West Pointer, artillery guy, Mexican War, Brigadier General. I guess it's kind of done deal now. Major Grant in charge of a small brigade. We'll see how they do. And that will be good for this army. And then, of course, if and or when we get Fremont back. And by the way, Before I forget, let's see here. We're going to have to add some cavalry. As a matter of fact, we need to reinforce this army considerably, I would say. 2,500-man cavalry brigade. Attached to the army headquarters. Captain John Gibbon. Let's go ahead and do that. And Colonel Henry Halleck. Henry Halleck, a colonel. He has a level of fame. Henry Halleck as a cavalry commander. That's a hoot. Good to order up all those reinforcements. It's really kind of comforting. Obviously, our plans for the coast. Oh, man. I really want to put those in action. And then the other part is we may end up having to eventually, fairly soon, the Atlantic Blockade Squadron. Delayed orders, but here we go. Another naval engagement. We continue capturing and sinking enemy ships. That is good. Since Hampton no longer presents a threat, I will bring Carleton and Fremont back to the main army. Burk. Actually, I won't do that. I'll bring them back to DC because they can't go in enemy territory right now. So, something I was about to do. Let's take the Block Island Squadron. To the Keys. We're going to add a bunch of ships to the Lower Bay Squadron. We're going to bring it up to 12 ships. You know what? Screw it. Under Commander Hiram Paulding. Let's bring the freaking Vermont too. Screw it. And these guys, in combination with the home squadron, eventually are going to come down here and we're going to hammer away against Norfolk. Okay. Bill passes almost unanimously. Thaddeus Stevens abstained from voting. The 37th United States Congress has passed almost unanimously the War Aims Resolution on July 25th. This so-called Crittenden-Johnson resolution defines limited conservative goals for the Union effort during the Civil War. In the background of this resolution is Lincoln's fear of further slave states seceding. Although the bill makes no mention of slavery, the resolution intends that the Union government will take no sanction actions against the peculiar institution of slavery. This could retain the loyalty of the Unionists in the slave-holding border states. For this reason, Pennsylvania Congressman and abolitionist Thaddeus Stevens has abstained from voting on the measure. The House voted in two parts, with the first passing the House with a vote of 121 for and 2 against. The second part passed the House 119 to 2. On July 25th, the Senate rejected the two-branch division and passed the entire resolution 30 to 5. All those who voted against are rumored to be facing expulsion for taking up arms against the United States. Ooh. Lincoln cracking down, man. And shit. Okay. Okay. Hampton's division is coming north. 11,000 troops. Oh no. All right. Sneaky bastard once again. Where's he going now? Yeah. That's what I thought. Hampton's bastards are up for a bit of a rude awakening, I'd say. First of all, they got Fort Washington in their way. They're going to come up to this road, and we're going to meet them. I'm going to let the fort soften them up. And then here come these Confederates. All right, Army of the Northwest. With how many men? Okay. He's got way too many dudes under Polk for us to handle. And we have no cavalry. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get away. Order this unit to retreat. The unit will break contact with the enemy and morale will suffer. Withdraw. Try to slip away from the attacking enemy without offering battle. If successful, the unit will break contact and withdraw in orderly fashion, with the rear guard ordered to skirmish with the enemy. If this fails, the enemy could force a battle. If the withdrawal could turn into a rout. Retreat. Order the unit to retreat. The unit will break contact with the enemy and morale will suffer. Yeah. Oh, God. Well, I guess I hope he leads him off this way. I guess that would be okay. Battle of Fort Washington. Somehow we're losing terribly. Oh, officer rehabilitated. Colonel Joseph C. Abbott, whose previous failures as commander had tarnished his name among the soldiers and the public, has redeemed his reputation. Having a command will no longer create anxiety among his men and the press. I didn't think that that was a genuine thing there. Monthly economic report. We have to look at this. The current rating of our nation is A-, which is good. Our debt remained unchanged compared to the last month. Currently, our liabilities amount to $89 million. The current economic cycle is expansion. The wealth of our population is below average and increasing. Compared to the previous month, our tax revenues decreased by 5.1 million. Damn. Last month, 1 company is founded, 1 ironworks. Total export volume, 16 million, 9.7 million worth of goods imported. Average corporate production over the last 3 months was 849 million, a change of minus 27 billion. Whoa. So we had a big boom. Niter iron livestock, our stocks are full of wood. Oh, thank God for the rain. So I think McClellan could come east. I'm going to try to join up. I think all 3 of these, and we'll fight it out. We'll counterattack. Tough fight here. All right. They are going to come after me, it looks like. I thought they might try to flank me. All right. He's coming. Once again. Defensive. And order delays are going to be maybe a problem. Outnumbered 2-1. Defending across a river. Let's see what we come up with, shall we? All right. They got 50 guns to our 15. $16,000 infantry to our nearly 10. We got about 1,000. They got way more cavalry than us, but that's what happened in the last big battle. They got us beat in artillery. So we may have to just bloody their nose here, but we will fight this. They could come grab these victory points. I could just let them and set up. I think I might just do this. I might just set up a defense of this pass right here. We know that they are in Winchester, just holding on. I mean, you know, like I say, if they just decide to hang tight at the objectives, I'm going to say that's fine. I'll bring these guys back for the evening to the woods. Yeah, here we go. Darkness has fallen and fighting ceases for today. Prepare for the next day's fighting or attempt retreating using the cover of darkness. Continue. During the night, your army was resupplied. Inspect the situation of your troops. Damn it. There is no McClellan. Damn it. All this, and I think I'm going to retreat. My hope is that we're both marching in the same direction. We haven't lost any of our guns. Force march. Force march. We're bringing everybody together, and then we're going to reorganize for a push. Is he going up there? Crap. Stop. I can only... Okay, he started to build a depot. Thank God. So, Army of the James is going to transfer into the Department of the Ohio. Boink. I don't see the Rebs doing nothing. Definitely want to finish these two forts. That way we'll have them. That'll protect St. Louis and the Mississippi Fleet. Oh. B plus, triple B plus. We're gonna have to loan, or we're gonna have to borrow money here pretty soon. Has arrived. Okay, let's. Let us get the Department of the Ohio. I'm gonna have to bring everybody under Scott. $17,000 men with 42 guns. I like that. Much better. Actually, it won't be that much. We'd have to wait 12 days. The Army of North Virginia. Shit, I may just wait the fucking 12 days. I mean, I'm near a depot. More diplomats are sent across the Atlantic with more access to resources. The aim is to increase trade and to encourage the European nations to recognize the Confederacy as an independent and sovereign nation among nations. Ultimately, they want the Europeans to join them in their fight against the global opponent, the United States. With a steady flow of government funds in the form of subsidies, diplomats will keep improving relations and secure support for the South. Another benefit will be the possibility of importing European weapons. The CS Army was created from scratch with few resources and available weaponry. The mass production of weapons in the Confederacy could be more expensive and time-consuming than buying them directly from Europe. With the militias and the army growing, the importance of weapons, the importation of weapons will equip the mass of volunteers. They've got everything they need to conduct forward operations up here. That's for sure. Let's take tariffs down. Oh, wow. Farragut squadron got intercepted on the way down. Holy shit. He's doing good, though. He's doing pretty damn good. Not disaster. Come on. Well, we know where they're keeping all their naval units. Nope. You know. Got 32,000 combat effectives. It's just our readiness sucks. And Abbott returns. And we'll have the army ready to move. Hey, all right. Credit rating's back up. Excellent. 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 That fucking bastard. That fucking guy. I'm not gonna be able to fucking do anything. God damn it. Army of North Virginia. Our only hope. I'll end up having maybe 17,000 or so troops. Enough to go head to head with these dudes. We've got several battle markers here that I suppose maybe are like memorials or something. Okay, we're winning. Okay. The Union will win this engagement with a probability of 73%, estimated length of engagement 14 hours. So we've got a good chance of winning. Now that we know that we're going to knock them back, army readiness is not great. But I am very tempted right now to move. I really am. I believe we've got all 75 guns. We're just waiting on Abbott to get back. So these guys have been reinforced a bit. Good to see that. New brigade in Barnes. And by the way, I'm going to note this. I've done a poor job when recruiting new units of changing up their uniform. I am going to take the army and I'm going to move them down to here. Yeah, down about here. We're just going to give ourselves that much more room between the Rebs and Washington. Ooh, we got two armies, two Reb armies here now, split fairly well apart. We're going to raid. We're going to stay on offensive status. If they get close to me, I'm going to attack them. Oh, here they come. Sure. Let's meet them. Let's meet them. $26,000. We'll have them outnumbered this time. Yeah. Ooh, they're still going to get help though. Wow, look at all the cavalry that they're going to have. I don't know how their fitness is for fighting, but by God, here we go with, this is going to be another big one. So let's bring in Smith. Let's get him. Get him a fresh New York brigade. Volunteers. Let's make it a huge one. We're looking for numbers of men here. In units, not anything else, really. Let's get McDowell. Some New Jersey cavalry. You know, a brigade of 2,500 cavalry just seems enormous. Just too big, but so I'm going to go with 1,250. And we'll recruit them. Big divisions under McDowell, Smith. Let's bring some artillery for McDowell. He'll be our big division. And I'll get him 2 batteries. I like them to be colorful too, so that I know who they are on the battlefield. I know that's kind of weird and cute. But we're going to go ahead and ramp up here. We've got the manpower right now. And the Rebs have been ramping up all this time, and I'm starting to kind of feel the pressure after that last battle. So I'm going to ramp up a bit here. We're going to give him 2 batteries of artillery. Green pants. And then we're done with these 6-pounder nonsense guns. Or at least I want to be. Crap. Gosh. All I got are 3-inch ordnance rifles? I mean, those are good, but what's the 6-pounder? 1523. Weight 882, average caliber 3.767 inch. 3-inch. Accuracy's better. You know, I think I'll just do it. For Grant. Oh, no. Captain Ulysses S. Grant. That's silly. We can't have that. Captain Richard Arnold. Do that. That works better. That makes sense. Captain George Pete. I don't think we could have that either. Damn it. We'll have Captain Longenecker, political appointee. Sign. We will end up, I think we'll just have to make a new division. Really don't have a choice. But I do think I want to replace him with Major General Charles W. Sanford. Johnny Wool, I don't know who he is. A veteran of the War of 1812, Mexican War, one of the 4 general officers of the U.S. Army prior to the Civil War. Oh. Hero of the Battle of Buena Vista and well-known master organizer, despite his age, still fit for field duty. He is, what, 77? Jeez. You know what? I'll go ahead and let him sit his fat ass on a horse. be one of my division commanders. And let's get him some troops. 2 big Massachusetts brigades would be good. And they'll get the Prussian blue. New Yorkers. 3,000 of them. They'll be in the basic blue. Get an artillery brigade. Basic blue. We'll just go basic blue for this whole group. And I'll even put a cavalry unit with him. We'll make them Marylanders. And they'll be red. Nah. Green. They'll be green. It's close enough, right? With all of that coming, shit. Fuck it. Let's do another infantry brigade. Let's do a New Hampshire infantry brigade, 15, and we'll let them have green jackets too. No. Let's go gray pants, dark gray pants, navy blue, or Prussian blue. Dark gray pants, bright blue. Let's do that. So okay, now we have Grant in our Eastern Army, and he will be in command of this group of New Hampshire gentles. I'll go ahead and allow this to continue, and we'll see what happens with Grant. The army will be up to 32,741 men. Colonel Winfield Hancock, Colonel Crook, Colonel William Montgomery, Colonel Grant. But he's a captain. He's a major. That's something that could become problematic. And it was historically, the Union made new units out of new people. So we've got 2 genuine colonels here. And we've got a couple of majors one being a captain, and then one being a captain being a colonel, and a major being a colonel.